Okay. Good evening, Mute. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Can hear.
Okay, thank you. Okay. We can start the class. Malam class recording because the class was delayed due to due to a reason from my side. Okay, therefore I will share the recording immediately. Anyway, so before starting the class, you are given some questions in our tutor. Have you done? Hmm? There are five questions. But in the first question, there are 10 sub questions. So altogether, 14 questions. Have you done the questions, Chris? Yeah. Okay. Before discussion of that question part, I will go to another theory part, because that will that will help to solve those questions. Here are topic, right topic. Angle between two vectors. Angle between two vectors. Correct. Okay, good. Now, when we were deriving vector parallelogram theorem, actually we have used the angle between two vectors as theta. Okay, so that angle is like this. So this is the point. This is the starting point of two vectors, and this one is one vector. The other one is here, Q and P. So this angle is called the angle between two vectors. Actually, we have used that angle. We have used this angle as the angle between two vectors. Okay. So when we deriving the resultant vector, actually we have this relationship R squared is equal P squared plus Q squared plus 2PQ cos theta. Put it here, there's an angle. Here there's an angle. So this angle equals to this one. So actually this is our theorem. This is our theorem. So when you are using this theorem means this equation. When you are using this equation, this theta should be the angle between two vectors. But remember, two vectors means put a two straight line, So if we consider about two straight line, there are two main angles. One is this, other one is this one. Other one is this one. So this angle is equal to this one, this angle is equal to this. Therefore, if we consider about two straight line, there are two angles. But remember, what are the characteristics between these two? What are the characteristics of this angle? You have to understand what are the characteristics of that angle. Number one, the first characteristic. But Pute, when you are determining the angle, definitely this point should be the starting point of both vectors. So now there are two vectors, Q and P, and this is the starting point of both P and Q. Therefore, before determining the angle between P and Q, remember, the starting points should be same. The starting point should be same. Once the starting points are same, then you can determine the angle between P and Q. The angle between P and right? You have to remember that thing. Because you have to build a parallelogram. You have to build a parallelogram. Then definitely when you are determined or when you are constructing the parallelogram, you have to understand what is the angle. Okay. Actually, this actually you have to understand this one if you are using that equation. Otherwise, if you use some geometrical relationships, or if we can use some geometrical relationship, then you don't want to consider what the angle between two vectors, because you can directly derive the answers. Okay, I will practice you. How to get answers using geometry. That one is very easy. Therefore, there are no restrictions there. For it. Because if we can use geometry, then actually it will be very, very easy. Very, very easy. But remember, you have to have knowledge about some geometrical application, and which you studied in your orders, especially characteristic of parallel. You have to remember that characteristic. Therefore, now if you do not remember those things, please go through that lesson again, and you have to remember the characteristic of some geometrical figure, especially parallels. Yeah. Okay, then so when you are using this equation, 2pq cos theta, here theta is equal to the angle between two vectors. How did we determine the angle between two vectors? First, definitely, you have to consider this point Pute, and this point should be the starting point of both vectors. If this is the starting point of both vectors, then this angle is the angle between two vectors. Actually, that one is needed if you use this equation. If you can use some geometrical relationship, then no need to worry about the angle. Okay. You can draw this one. Again. Please draw this one. Okay. Then write on this. If we need to use, R squared is equal P squared plus Q squared plus 2PQ cos theta equation. If we need to use R squared is equal P squared plus Q squared plus 2PQ cos theta equation. We should clearly determine the value of theta. We should clearly determine the value of theta. In that case, in that case, we should arrange P and Q. We should arrange P and Q. We should arrange P and Q such a way so that a parallelogram can be constructed. then the angle between two vectors will be equal to theta. Will be equal to theta. Okay. Then go to the tube, put it, tangent tube. Okay, take the question number 1. Take the question number 1 in the second page. So this is the tube. This is the tube. Sometimes you may not have the hard copies put. So you can use the soft copy. So this is the tube. This is the tube. Vector tube number 1. Vector tube number 1. In the tube, the second page. Questions on principle of vector addition, vector triangle principle, and vector parallelogram theorem. Okay. The first question. Find the resultant vector using r square is equal b square plus q square plus 2pq cos theta. First one, p is 300 Newton, q is 400 Newton, theta is 90. Theta is 90. Therefore, it is something like this. Now, P is 300, Q is 400. Q is 400 Newton. And P is 300 Newton. And the angle between them is 90. Angle between them is 90. So, the resultant vector is like this with A. Therefore, R square is equal P square plus Q square plus 2pq cos theta. Now you can apply the values here. Therefore, R square is equal, P square is 300 square, Q square is 400 square, plus 2pq cos theta means now theta is 90. Theta is 90, therefore here cos 90. So what is the value of cos 90? What is the value of cos 90? Chris?
So cos 90.
Cos 90. Unit circle again.
0?
Yeah, 0.
0.
Yeah, 0, please. Yes. Okay, Pute, you may not have the hard copies of this book, especially new students. If you don't have, please refer the soft copies. Because I have sent the soft copies of to all the new students. If you don't have, please let me know. Please give me a message, then I will send that to you. Please give me a message, then I will send that to you. Okay. Okay, cos 90 is 0. How to determine that thing? Unit circle. Okay? XY. So, how to determine the x and y, sorry, sine and cos values using unit circle. Sine values is equal to y coordinate, x values is equal, sorry, sine values is equal to y coordinate and cos values is equal to x coordinate. This is a unit circle. Unit circle means the circle whose radius is unit 1 and the center is 0, 0. As the radius is unit 1, this coordinate is 1, 0. This coordinate is 0, 1. This coordinate is minus 1, 0. This coordinate 0, minus 1. So this is x coordinate, y coordinate, x coordinate, y coordinate, x coordinate, y coordinate. Therefore, it is very clear if angle is 0, x coordinate is 1, y coordinate is 0. That means cos value is 1, sine 0 is 0. Cos 0 is 1, sine 0 is 0. When the angle is 90, cos value x is 0, x is 0 means cos value is 0. Y is 1, that means sine 90. Sine 90 is 1. Sine 90 is 1, cos 90 is 0. अब घटा कर दी है please.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this one is 0. This one is 0. Therefore, no need to worry about this term. Therefore, r squared is equal 300 square plus 400 square. That means 500 square. That means 500 square. Therefore, r is 500 Newton. 500 Newton. Is that clear? If it is clear, please raise the hand. Okay. So when you are determining in the vector, actually you have both magnitude as well as direction. Both magnitude as well as direction. Okay.
So when you are drawing the diagram, the 300 Newton, can you draw vertically and the 400 horizontally? Is that will be okay, no? Other way also.
Yeah, it is okay.
Okay.
No, do not worry about that too. Because you are not given the exact direction of 300 and 400. No. You are given the angle between 300 and 400 is 90. That's all. Therefore, you can interchange. Okay. Is that okay? It is okay. Then the angle, if it is alpha, now you can determine the tan alpha. If you draw up perpendicular to here, and if you complete the parallel, this should be a rectangle. No? This side is 300, this side is 400, this should be a rectangle. Because one angle is 90, one angle is 90. Therefore, this should be a rectangle. So therefore, this height should be 400 because this side is 400. Therefore, this side should be 400. And this side is 300. Therefore, tan alpha is equal 400 over 300. That means 4 over 3. No need to write hundreds. 400 over 300 means 4 over 3. Then alpha is equal to tan inverse 4 over 3. Tan inverse 4 over 3. Is that clear? If it is clear, please raise the hand. Tagda Susan Dino. Okay with it. Could I have watched the previous recordings? I'll cut it. If any new students may have watched the previous recordings, then that will be a problem because we have done uh, 4 sessions, no? 4 sessions. Sorry, 4 sessions, no? 4 sessions. Including today's plan, including today's morning session, we have done 4 sessions today. So definitely you should have that knowledge. Okay, that's okay, Mute. Now you can listen to this lesson. So once after this class, you can contact me and get the recordings of previous classes. Okay, then go through them before the next week. Then you can understand all the things. Well, okay. Then everyone, please do the question number 2, 3, 4, and 5. Question number 1, part A. Question number 2, 3, 4, and 5. Please do them very quickly. Tak Akram. You have to apply this equation. You have to apply this equation only. You have to apply this equation. Two, three, four, and 5. Okay. Have finished? Have finished? Okay. Check the second one. Check the second one. P is 10 Newton, Q is 10 Newton. Theta is 60. R and alpha. That means theta is 60. Both are 10 Newton and 10 Newton. This is second one. This angle is 60. This angle is 60. You need to determine R and alpha. R means resultant vector and the angle. The resultant vector and the angle. So you can use two equations. R square is equal P square plus Q square plus 2PQ cos theta. You can use that equation. You can use that equation. Now, P square is 10 square. Q also equal 10. Therefore, here 10 square plus 10 square plus 2 times P is equal 10. Q also equals 10 into 10. Cos theta means cos 60. Cos 60. Theta is 60. Now, you know cos 60 is half. Cos 60 means half. This one is equal half. Half into 2. Half into 2 means 1. Therefore, you can cancel out this one and this one. Therefore, R square is equal 10 squared plus 10 squared plus again another 10 squared. That means 3 times 10 squared. Therefore, if you take the square root, you can take the square root of both sides. Then the square root of 10 square means put a 10 and square root of 3 means 10 root 3 root 3. If you got this answer, please raise the hand. If you got this answer, please raise the hand.
We don't need to get the table values. We like in the O level we refer the table and got the value. We don't need to get the value, table value, the cost. We don't need to get the final value, square root.
Oh no, you have to remember values for 60, 30, 45, then 91, 81, all the things. Okay.
The square root, we don't need to obtain the square root value without giving in that. Can we get the square root like 17.32?
Yeah, that's okay.
Okay.
That's totally okay. That's totally okay. This one is 1.7, 1.72, 1.72. Therefore, root 3 is equal 1.72. Then you can multiply it by 1.72. That means 17.2 Newton. That is all.
Yeah.
That are also perfect. Then angle alpha, tan alpha. Tan alpha, what is the equation? Q sin theta over P plus Q cos theta. That is the angle. Q means this angle, this value. 10 sin theta means sin value of 60. Sin value of 60. Sin 60. Divided by 10 plus 10 plus 10 again cos 60. Then 10 into root sin 60 means root 3 over 2. Root 3 over 2 divided by 10 plus 10 into cos 60 means half. Cos 60 means half. Now you need to simplify this one. Put a simplify. Well, I'm going here to here 5, here to here 5. Therefore, in the numerator, answer is 5 times root 3 divided by denominator 10 plus 5 is 15. 15. Therefore, this one will be cancelled out. 3 with a root 3 over 3. Root 3 over 3 means this one will be cancelled out. It is 3. Root 3. Root 3. Therefore, answer is 1 over root 3. Therefore, tan alpha is equal 1 over root 3. Right? How I cancel out this one? Right? In the upper side, there is root 3 with a, and the denominator there are 3. There's 3. 3 means 3 is equal, 3 is equal root 3 into root 3. Root 3 into root 3 is equal 3. Therefore, you can cancel out 1 root 3. That's why, that's the reason I got this value. Root 3 divided by 3 means answer is root 3. Where I get 1? Root 3. That is all. Therefore, tan alpha is equal 1 over root 3. Therefore, alpha means here 30 degree. Alpha is equal 30. 1 over root 3 means tan 1 over root 3 means if tan alpha is 1 over root 3, alpha means 30. Because tan 30 is equal 1 over root 3. So if you got these answers, please raise the hand. My answers better than two. Very late. If you got my explanation, please raise the hand. If you got my calculation, please raise the hand. Okay. Okay. අලුත් කට්ටිය බලා ගන්න පුතේ පරණ රෙකෝඩිස් ටික අනිවාර්යෙන් බලා ගන්න.
How can you complete the diagram? What is the shape that you can obtain in a geometrical shape? If you complete this diagram, then and
That
then
question
is
my question. That question is my question. So if you complete this paragraph, what kind of shape will you have? What kind of shape? If you complete this diagram, if you complete this paragraph, what kind of shape? What kind of paragraph? Definitely, if you complete this paragraph, if you complete the paragraph, it will be a paragraph. Therefore, what is the type of paragraph? What is the type of paragraph after you completing that one? Shape of paragraph.
ඔය පැත්තේ මං ඇද්දේ නෑ. ඇයි අර මුදේ ඇද්දේ? මම ඔය කොණ්ඩ කොටා ගත්තේ නේ.
කරගන්න. What is the shape of paragraph, Puti? Yashida? Can you guess? Yes, very good, Puti, very good. That is a rhombus. That is a rhombus. Because these two sides are equal. These two sides are equal. Therefore, if you complete other two sides, definitely those two sides should be equal 10. Okay? Because if you complete this rhombus, this paragraph, If you know the geometry without any calculation, you can get the answer. You can get the answer. Okay, I will train you because if this kind of questions are given in MCQ question paper, you do not want to apply this long methodology. So if you are given this kind of question in MCQ paper, definitely you have to get the answers using your mind without doing any calculation. I will train you. ඔයගොල්ලෝ train කරලා කොහොමද යන්නේ කියලා. මම මේකට තමයි මේ ඉස්සරහට මේ එන්නේ. Okay. Okay, පුතේ. Look at this one. So these two sides are equal in length because both sides are 10. Therefore, if you complete this paragraph, definitely all the sides should have same magnitude. This one equal, this one and this one. These two sides are parallel and equal in magnitude. These two sides are parallel and equal in magnitude. Therefore, all the four sides are equal in magnitude. That means this is a rhombus. This is a rhombus. This cannot be a square because this angle is 60. If this angle is 90, definitely it is a square. Okay. So you know the characteristic of rhombus. If you can remember the characteristic of rhombus, from this diagonal, this internal angle will be bisected. That means this is a bisector. This is a bisector of this angle. Therefore, definitely alpha should be 30. Definitely alpha should be 30. Therefore, you don't want to apply any equation. Alpha should be 30. Because this is a rhombus. This is a rhombus. Without doing any calculation, if you can remember your geometrical knowledge, then you can do vectors very quickly. Okay. And, okay, if you get that one, please raise that.
Now, that cannot be a triangle, not possible, huh?
Sorry?
Triangle shape.
Yeah, this should be a parallelogram, no?
No,
Now we are applying vector parallelogram law.
Vector parallelogram, but the 10 Newton, 60 degree has given, definitely have to apply the vector parallelogram, not the triangle.
Why do we apply vector parallelogram law? What is the reason?
To calculate the R, actually.
No. What is the reason? Because there is a problem with applying principle of vector addition. What is the problem? What is the problem, Puti?
Now here I can't use. Why can't I use a triangle? No, because two vectors are same starting point.
Yes, that is the problem. That is the problem. Because these two vectors are starting from the same point. Due to this reason, we cannot overlap the end point of the first vector and the starting point of the second vector. That cannot be done directly. That is the reason we construct a parallelogram. Then we have applied principle of vector addition indirectly because these two sides are equal in magnitude and direction also equal. Therefore, this vector is equal to this vector. This vector is equal to this vector. Therefore, instead of considering this vector, I can consider this. So if I consider this vector, then now we can apply principle of vector addition because now the end point of the first vector and the starting point of the second vector are overlapped. Then this side represents the addition. So that is the theory behind that today. Did you get my point?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. Therefore, we have to apply principle of vector addition. Sorry, vector parallelogram, bro. Yeah. Then again, third one. Third one. So if you want to write down this thing, you can write now. Okay, do the question number 3 now. Taggal. Do the question number 3. It is some kind of similar question. Some kind of similar question. But values are differ. So do the question number 3 quickly. Question number 3. Question number 3. 3 means 3 in Roman numbers. That means 1.3. Taggal. Have you done? Have you done the third question? Now, there are two vectors, both are 20s, both are 20 Newton, and the angle between them is 120. That means it is something like this. 120 means that is obtuse angle. But both have same length. Twenty Newton. 20 Newton. This angle is 120. This angle is 120. Okay. Now, if you complete this paragraph, if you complete this paragraph, definitely it should be rhombus. Definitely it should be rhombus. No? Definitely it should be rhombus. Because this side and this side is 20 Newton Pute. Therefore, if you complete this one, if you complete this paragraph, then it will be a rhombus. So you are asked to determine the resultant vector. Resultant vector, so how to determine resultant vector? So we can learn how to apply geometrical knowledge to this kind of questions. Pute. Later we will discuss that thing. But now we are going to apply that previously learned equation. Therefore, now we are going to solve this question using that equation method. Then we will study how to do this kind of questions using geometrical knowledge without doing any calculation. Okay. R square is equal P square plus Q square plus 2PQ cos theta. 2PQ cos theta. Now, look at this one. P squared means 20 squared, Q squared means 20 squared. P squared means 20 squared plus 20 squared, 2 times 20 into 20 cos 120 cos 120. So what is the value of cos 120? What is the value of cos 120? How to get the value of cos 120? Then contact anyway. How to get the value of cos 120? How to get the value of cos 120? Well, this is equal to 20 plus 20 squared, 2 into 20 squared. Put a cos 120. Cos 120 can be written as cos 180 minus 60. 180 minus 60. Cos 180 minus 60. Cos 180 minus 60. Then I got a one then. Cos 180 minus 60. Because as we discussed earlier, if the angle are, wait a minute. Sorry. as we discussed in trigonometric lessons, Pute, if the angle exceeds 90 or sometimes may more than 90, then we can use this kind of method, no? Yeah, that is the way of determining trigonometric value of any angle. We have done that part, no? So determining trigonometric values of any angle. So you have to go through that lesson again. If you don't remember that thing. Then cos 120 means cos 180 minus theta. Cos 180 minus theta means if there's any combination with 180, cos value will not be changed. That will be a cos. But you know 120 belongs to the second quadrant. As the 120 belongs to second quadrant, cos value is negative. Cos value is negative. Therefore, this one is equal. Then this one is equal cos 60. That value is equal cos 60. Cos 180 minus theta. Cos 180 minus theta is equal cos theta. That is equal cos theta. We have done that thing. But remember, there is a plus or minus value. How to determine whether it is a plus or minus? We can determine whether it is a plus or minus by considering its quadrant. If the angle belongs to first quadrant, all the trigonometric ratios are positive. If the angle belongs to second quadrant, only the sign values are positive, and all the others are negative. That means including cos, tan, and all the other trigonometric ratios are negative when the angle is in the second quadrant. When the angle is in third quadrant, only the tan values are positive, all the other trigonometric ratios are negative. And therefore, here the answer is put a cos 60. Answer is cos 60, but it should be minus cos 60 because it belongs to 120 belongs to second quadrant. Is that clear? If it is clear, please raise the hand.
180 minus 120, no, sir?
No.
180 minus 60. That
120 is equal 160 minus 60 होते.
60.
And 120 is equal 180 minus 60.
60.
Actually, we did not change anything. This is 120, no? This is 120, no? And 120 is written in another format. But then you have to go through the trigonometric lessons too. Because there is a sign convention according to the quadrant. This one is called first quadrant. This one is called second, third, and fourth. Second, third, and fourth. We have defined trigonometric ratios as y coordinate and x coordinate of the points on the unit circle. So if you draw a unit circle, then y coordinate of corresponding points, y coordinates is equal to sine value. So if you consider, suppose now this is a unit circle, and suppose this one is the angle. Suppose this one is the angle. then the sine value of this angle is equal to the corresponding y coordinate. Corresponding y coordinate for this angle. Cos value of this angle is equal to the corresponding x coordinate. So this one is equal sin theta, this one is equal cos theta. Therefore, cos theta is equal x, sin theta is equal y. Therefore, sin theta means that is y value, cos theta means that is x value corresponding to unit circle. Therefore, it is very clear from here to here, from here to here, from here to here. That means from here to here. Here to here means in the first quadrant. In the first quadrant, from here to here, all x and y values, all the x and y values are positive. Because you know, x and y are positive here. X and y are positive here. Therefore, sine values are positive, cos values are positive from 0 to 90. But when the angle goes beyond 90, that means if the angle goes to the second quadrant, now it is very clear x values are negative, but y values are positive. Y values are positive. Therefore, if we consider about the second quadrant, cos values are negative, but y values are positive. That means cos values, x means cos values. X values are negative means cos values are negative. Y values are positive means sin values are positive. Therefore, in the second quadrant, y positive, x negative. Here, x positive, y positive, all are positive. Here, if you consider about third quadrant, all are negative. If you consider about fourth quadrant, look at this one. X side is positive, but y side is negative. That means x positive, y is negative. Therefore, it is very clear. Sin 120, so cos 120 belongs to second quadrant. So as it is a cos value, that value should be negative. No, Pute. If the angles belongs to second quadrant, then the cos values are negative. If the angles belongs to third quadrant, cos values are negative. X are negative. But if the angle belongs to first and fourth quadrant, then cos values are positive. Cos values are positive. Is that clear? Okay, trigonometry lessons එක මම ආසයි කියවන කට්ටියට වෙනවා. Trigonometric lessons එක ආසයි කියවන අලුතෙන් කට්ටිය ආපු නිසා මම trigonometric lessons ටික ආයෙසරක් මම මුලින්දම එවන්නම්. ඔයගොල්ලෝ බලා ගන්න trigonometric lessons ටික ඒක අත්‍යවශ්‍යයි. ඒක අනිවාර්යයි ඒක. That is a must. Then this one is 20 square plus 20 square plus here minus half. Okay, therefore 2 into 20 square into minus half. Therefore, this one will be cancelled out. Here minus 20 square. Therefore, 20 square minus 20 square means finally answer is 20 square. On the other 20 square plus 20 square, here minus 20 square. Then 120 square will be cancelled out with 120 square. Then the answer is 20 square. That means R square is equal to 20 square. That means R is equal to 20 Newton. 20. R is equal to 20 Newton. Okay. So now it is very easy to determine the angle alpha. Determine the angle alpha because this is a rhombus. Therefore, this should be a bisector to this angle. Therefore, alpha should be 60. Alpha should be 60. But we can determine that thing using equations. Q sine theta over P plus Q cos theta to P. Q is 20. Sine theta means sine 120. Sine 120 means sine 60. That is equal sine 60. Sine 60 is equal root 3 over 2. P is 20 plus 20 into cos theta. Cos theta means cos 120. Cos 120 is equal minus cos 60. Minus cos 60. Minus cos 60 means minus half. Minus half. Then here this one will be cancelled out. 10. This one will be cancelled out. 10. Therefore, answer is 10 root 3 divided by 20 minus 10. 20 minus 10 means 10. Then 10 to 10 will be cancelled out. Therefore, tan alpha is equal to root 3. If a tan value is equal to root 3, if a tan value is equal to root 3, then the alpha should be 60. Alpha should be 60. Is that clear? If it is clear, please raise the hand. Theorem to sir. Thank you. Okay, Bhute. Then write a topic. Special cases in vector parallelogram theorem. Special cases in vector parallelogram theorem. Special cases in vector parallelogram theorem. Number one, when P equal Q, when P equal Q, when P equal Q. So if P and Q are equal, as we discussed earlier, when P and Q are equal, definitely the parallelogram should be a what kind of parallelogram, Bhute? If P and Q are equal, the parallelogram should be a answer. Yes, it should be a rhombus. It should be a rhombus. Therefore, when P and Q are equal to each other, then the parallelogram should be a rhombus. It should be a rhombus. So if it is a rhombus, what are the characteristic features of rhombus, Puti? What are the characteristic features of rhombus? Now P and Q are equal to each other, Puti. So if it is P, this side also P. What are the characteristic features of rhombus? First characteristic feature is all the sides are equal in length. All the sides are equal in length. That is one characteristic. Other one is the vertex angles. There are four vertex angles. Those vertex angles are bisected by each diagonal. The vertex angles are bisected by each diagonals. That means if the entire angle is theta, then this one should be theta over 2 and this one should be theta over 2. It is bisected fully. And this part also theta over 2, theta over 2, theta over 2. And this one also bisected. No need to write that one because we do not want. And the other one is these two diagonals are perpendicularly bisected. These two diagonals are perpendicularly bisected. But these two lengths are equal. Perpendicularly bisected. A, B, C, D, 1. Therefore, features of rhombus. Number one, AB, BC, CD, DA. All are equal in length. Therefore, AB equal, BC equal, CD equal, DA. Number two, DB and AC. That means two diagonals are perpendicularly bisected. A, C, and BD diagonals are perpendicularly bisected. Then, read that. DAC angle, that means vertex angles are bisected by each diagonals. Vertex angles are bisected by each diagonal. Then the other one is this. These two diagonals are not equal in magnitude, Pute. They are not equal in magnitude. One diagonal is shorter than the other. One diagonal is shorter than the other. That is very important in relationship, Pute. So when it comes to a square or rectangle, Pute, the diagonals are equal in length. But if it is rhombus, that is a special feature. Two diagonals are not equal in length. One is shorter than other. BD is unequal AC. Is that okay? If you got these relations, if you got these relationships with it, please give me a thumb up. Please raise your hand. Okay. Thank you. Now it is very clear. If this length is x, that means if this length is x, and that means this length also equal to x, put it. This length also equal to x. If this length is x, this length also equal to x. Therefore, if I consider if AO is x, then OC is equal to x. That means from A to C length, that means AC length should be equal to x. That means AC length should be equal to x. You know AC length. AC length means that is the magnitude of resultant vector. That is the magnitude of resultant vector. So this is AC length is equal to magnitude of resultant vector. Therefore, this is equal to the magnitude of R vector. That is equal to x. Therefore, if you can find x, you can easily determine R. Okay, now this is a rhombus. So now this is rhombus. Therefore, this angle is 90. Therefore, if you consider about AOB triangle, look at this one. If you write the cos value of theta over 2, if you write cos value of cos theta over 2, theta over 2 means cos theta over 2. Theta over 2 means angle should be divided by 2. And angle should be divided by 2. Angle divide by 2 again. Here go cos value again. So this one is unequal cos theta over 2. Cos theta over 2 means cos value of theta. Cos value of theta is divided by 2. This means cos value of theta over 2 angle. This means cos value of theta over 2 angle. This means cos value of theta angle is divided by 2. Therefore, those are two different scenarios. So don't try this. This is wrong. Cos theta over 2. Cos value of theta over 2 angle. Cos value of theta over 2 angle is equal adjacent side AO divided by hypotenuse AB. So this is 90-degree angle. Therefore, the opposite side to 90-degree angle is AB. So that is the hypotenuse. And this is the adjacent side. Therefore, this should be AB. AO means X. This one is AB means P. Therefore, X is equal. Therefore, from that I can write X is equal P cos theta over 2. You can take the cross multiplication. Now you know X is equal P cos 2 theta over 2. That means 2x means 2 times this term. Therefore, magnitude of R, that means R vector would be, therefore R should be equal 2 times this one. X is 2 estimate after again, therefore 2 times P cos theta over 2. This is very, 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 very important relationship. If two vectors are equal in magnitude, then the resultant vector is equal to P cos theta over 2. 2P cos theta over 2. No. Again. This is not T equal to cos value divided by 2. This is not equal to cos value divided by 2. Cos theta divided by 2 means cos value of theta is divided by 2. That is not here. This is equal to cos value of theta over 2 angle. That means if the total angle is 60, suppose if the total angle is 60, this angle is 30. Half angle is 30. Therefore, theta over 2 equal 30. And so that is not equal cos 60 divided by 2. Honey. That is wrong thing. Actually, I need to determine the cos value of this angle. So what is this angle? That angle is equal theta over 2. Half angle. Therefore, cos value of this angle is equal adjacent side over hypotenuse. Is that clear? If it is clear, please raise the hand. Okay. I don't give a note to it. I note at the cos theta over 2 means cos value of theta over 2 angle, and cos theta divided by 2 means cos value of theta divided by 2. Those are two different scenarios. I will give that one. There I understood. Now direction of resultant force. So this one is R. This one is R. So direction of resultant force is equal theta O2. Therefore, direction is equal theta O2. Direction. Theta O2 angle with P vector. Have finished? If you finish, please give me a thumb. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. They write a special note, okay? They write a special note. This one. Cos theta over 2 is unequal cos theta divided by 2. Okay? So this meaning of this is cos value of theta over 2 angle. So this the meaning of this is cos value of theta over 2 angle. This is the meaning of this. And the meaning of this is cos value of theta angle is divided by 2. Cos value of theta angle is divided by 2. So, as an example, suppose if theta is 60, if theta is 60, half angle means theta over 2. Then theta over 2 means half angle, that means 60 over 2, that means 30. It is equal to 30. Therefore, cos theta over 2 means cos 30 put A. Cos 30, cos value of half angle. Cos value of half angle. That means cos theta over 2 means cos 30. Cos 30 is root 3 over 2. Then, if theta is 60 put A, cos theta over 2 means cos 60 over 2. Cos 60 over 2. Theta is 60 over 2. Cos 60 means put a half. Therefore, half divided by 2, that means 1 over 4. 1 over 4. Therefore, now it is very clear. Cos theta over 2 means that is the cos value of theta over 2 half angle. Cos theta divided by 2 means cos value of theta angle is divided by 2. Is that clear? Clear? Then, if you got this one, please raise the hand. Okay, now you can write down this thing, Takalaya. oil did. Now we can look into some examples of this application. Well, shall I erase? Shall I erase? If you completed this one, may I please raise the hand? Okay, thank you. Now, here P, this one also P, and this angle is theta. This angle is theta. And now, if you complete this parallelogram, it will be a rhombus. It will be a rhombus. Then, if it is R, then the resultant vector, this one is theta O2, this one is theta O2. Then resultant vector is equal to 2p cos theta O2. Now we can apply this relationship. Look at this one. I can make a table here theta. Then theta O2. Then cos theta O2. Cos theta. Then the resultant cos. Resultant cos is equal to P cos theta O2. The first one is, I can take it as 30, 60, 15. If it is 60, half angle is 30. Half angle is 30. Therefore, cos value of half angle is cos 30. Cos 30. Cos 30 is root 3 over 2. Root 3 over 2. Therefore, 2p cos 30 means, therefore, answer R is equal 2p times root 3 over 2. 2p into root 3 over 2. 2 will be cancelled out with a, therefore, R is equal root 3p. Root 3p. Is that clear? If it is clear, please raise the hand. If it is clear, please raise the hand. If you got my calculation, please raise the hand. And you have to apply this equation. You have to apply this equation. Suppose if theta is 60, that means if this angle is 60, then the half angle is 30. 60 divided by 2 means 30. Then cos half angle is cos 30. Cos 30 means root 3 over 2. Root 3 over 2. Cos 30 means root 3 over 2. Therefore, R is equal 2p times root 3 over 2. 2p times root 3 over 2. 2 to 2 will be cancelled out. Then R size 3 times root 3 times p. Is that clear? 300,000. If you got that term, please place there. Okay. Here's the next one. Here's the next one. If theta is equal 90. If theta is equal 90, what is the half angle? If theta is equal 90, what is the half angle? What is the half angle?
45.
Sorry?
45.
Yes, very good with the 45. Then what is the value of cos 45? Cos half angle?
Cos 40.
Cos 45. Cos 45?
1.
No. Cos 45. That is tan 45. Cos 45.
Root 3 over 2, no?
Huh?
Root 3 over 2.
0.
What is the value of cos 45? Which is that? One over root 2. 1 over root 2. 1 over root 2 is equal cos 45. Therefore, R is equal 2p into cos value of half angle. That means cos 45. That means 1 over root 2. So here 2, here root 2. If 2 is divided by root 2, the answer is root 2. Because root 2 into root 2 is equal to. Therefore, answer is root 2b root 2. But if it is 60, half angle is 30, therefore value of root 3b. If it is 40, half angle is 1 over root 2, therefore value is root 2b. Then suppose now the angle is 120. If it is 120, what is the half angle? What is the half angle?
60.
Yes. Half angle is 60. Half angle is 60. Then cos 60 is equal. Cos 60 is equal. Cos 60?
Half.
Yes, that is half. Half. Then R is equal 2p cos half angle. Cos half angle means put a half. Half. Then 2 will be cancelled out. Therefore, answer is put a p. This is very, very important scenario. This is very, very important scenario. That means when the angle is 120, and if two vectors are equal in magnitude, if two vectors are equal in magnitude, if two vectors are equal in magnitude and direction is equal 120 and direction is equal 120, then the resultant force is equal to the magnitude of one force. The magnitude of one force. The magnitude of one force. That means if you are given 10 Newton and 10 Newton forces which are acting at the angle of 120, then the resultant force should also be equal to magnitude of one vector. Magnitude of one vector P. And therefore, resultant force also equal to P. Okay. R is also equal to P. Is that clear? If it is clear, please raise the hand. Then the last one. If it is 180, then half angle is 90. Half angle is 90. Then what is the value of cos 90? Again, what is the value of cos 90? What is the value of cos 90?
0.
Yeah, that is 0. Therefore, R is equal to P into cos value is now 0. Therefore, here answer is 0. Answer is 0. That is correct, Nipute. That is correct because if the angle is 180, two forces, the angle is theta is 180. Pute, if the angle is 180 means one force is here, other force is totally in opposite direction to the first force. Pute. Here P, this one also P. This angle is 180. That means now there are two equal forces in two opposite directions. Definitely the resultant force should be 0 because two forces are in opposite direction. So if we apply 10 Newton force into one side and 10 Newton force into the directly opposite side, then there will not be any resultant. The resultant is 0. So that side R is equal to 0. Is that clear? If you got that one, please raise the hand. Okay, then I understand. Now you can write this and note down this one. Okay, have you completed with it? You heard it? If you completed, please give me a thumb. If you complete it, please give me a thumb. Thank you. Okay. Then we can complete today's class, Pute. Please do the questions up to question number 8. Up to question number 8. Please do the questions up to question number 8 and send your answers to me. Send your answers to me. Some students may have sent their answers. So if there's a mistake, then I can correct that one. Okay. Therefore, before the next class, please send me a note as well as the answers for questions. Okay. Because I have to check your notes as well as your answers. Okay. Then tell me, if you have any questions regarding to these lessons, please let me know. Do you have any questions? Do you have any questions regarding to this lesson?
So B part, P and Q are two coplanar forces. What
Okay.
does it mean? B part, P and Q. We have to do the B part, no?
Yeah.
P and Q are two coplanar forces acting on a point. That is a coplanar means what's the meaning, sir?
Okay. I will give the definition of coplanar forces. Coplanar means forces or vectors acting on the same plane, Putty. Same plane. Same plane. That means like this. Now these two forces are in the same plane, Putty. Same plane. Plane means it is a sheet. Now these two forces are in same plane. But suppose if one vector is like this and other one is something like this. Now this vector is in this plane, but this vector is in another plane. Therefore, they are in two different planes. So the plane means it is some kind of sheet. You can think it as a board or your book. Therefore, coplanar means both are in the same plane. Both are in the same plane. Is that clear?
So it's the same thing like what we did the first one, no? What we did now.
Yes, coplanar means this one. This kind
Sure.
of questions. I will give the definition. When it comes to vector systems, system of vectors, then I will give the definition of coplanar forces. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Do you have anyone? You can get the recordings. You can get the recordings. Please give me a separate message. Then you can get the recordings. Okay. New students can get the recordings, please. If you want the previous recordings, please let me know and please give me a separate message. Okay. Okay. Do you have any other questions?
So the theoretical question also is a similar thing, or they are different, sir? Theoretical question, there are 30 questions there. Theory questions, 30.
30.
Yeah.
30 or 13.
30 questions are there, theory questions. So the question number 2 onwards, towards 30 questions. That is a similar question like what we done.
Question number, which question was it?
Question number 2, sir. Two forces acting on a point have magnitude of 8 Newton and 6 Newton perpendicular to each other.
Yeah, that is not relevant to this theory part, but perpendicular means theta is equal to 90.
Then the 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We can use using the same theory. We can do that, or we need to study?
No. Actually, you are free to choose anyone. You are free to choose any theory part. Okay. Therefore, I'm going to advise to use this theory part and this theory part. So you have to think. You have to decide because you have to improve your ability. And therefore, the first thing you have to decide first. Then I will give my feedback. Okay. Now you have enough knowledge. We have done a lot of theory parts. So now it's time to apply that part. Okay. The first thing you have to do it on Buddhi. So once you did the questions, if there is any mistake, then I can correct and I can suggest my opinion. Okay.
But seems to be a little bit different, sir, compared to the 1 and 2. That
No.
is the same thing.
Yes.
Same
All
thing.
are same. All are same. There's no any other additional question. Actually, you can do all the questions, but there are some special features to be discussed. Therefore, that's why I asked you to do up to question number 8. But now you have enough knowledge to do the questions up to question number 30. Okay. Therefore, you have to read the questions again and again. Then you will find a path. Okay, Uday? That path should be determined by you. And you have to try කරන්න. try කරේ නැත්නම් ඕගොල්ලෝ හැදෙන්නේ නැහැ. මම කිව්වොත් ඊට පස්සේ දැන් exam එකේ මම ඉන්නේ නැහැ පුතේ. නේ exam එකේ මම ඕගොල්ලෝ ගාව ඉන්නේ නැහැ. ඒ නිසා you have to improve your ability. You have to improve your ability. So think first. Think first, then I will help you. Okay. Do you have any questions? Do you have any other questions? No. Okay, then we can come to today's lesson. So new students, you can contact me if you did not get the previous recording or tunes, then I will send that to you. As well as you have to send me your addresses to provide hard copies of tunes if you need. Then if you have any things to clarify, please let me know. I will send the trigonometric lessons again so you can go through them. Everyone, you have to go through them because you need to determine the values of angles. Okay. So we can come to today's class today, everyone. Good night.
Good night. Good night, sir.
God bless you. Welcome today.